What happens if you come across an old document like this? This is a will from 1834, and it has terminology in it that you don't understand. Let me explain. In this document, part of it is, this is from North Carolina. This is the will of John Henley, and it says second, he's already named his first, right? Second, I lay off and allot to my beloved wife Keziah Henley about 120 acres of land on the Caraway in the home plantation containing my mansion house, other outhouse, and all other conveniences belonging there unto during her natural life. What he's talking about here is dower rights. Often the wife, because she could not own land back then, she had dower rights, which meant usually about 1/3 of the husband's property if he were to die first, so that she has a place to live during her natural life. Then it becomes part of his estate. So what happens if a lot of times this particular example does not say the word dower, but a lot of times it does. So if you don't know what the word dower is, how do you figure that out? It's one of those legal terms, right? So I was working on John Henley and Keziah, and I know what dower is, but we got to talking about legal terms at the Genealogy TV Academy on the Facebook group. It came up, I mentioned Black's Law, and other people were piping in saying yes, they had purchased a copy of Black's Law. The trick is to get a copy of the old version of Black's Law. You can purchase it on eBay, but these are reproductions because it's out of copyright now, because the original first edition was created in 1891. Getting those old first and second editions were coveted back in the day. And so I just wanted to kind of give you the heads up that while you can look on eBay for this stuff, these are all reproductions, and really you can get it for free. I'm just telling you. And so I'll show you that here in just a second. But boy, I just love having stuff on the shelf, right? Here's a vintage 1951 version. Now I have a 1968 version. Mine looks just like this one here, but here's the deal. You can get it for free by going over to Google Books. I will put a link in the description, and here it is in its entirety. And this is probably what those people on eBay are doing, is downloading the whole thing and then either selling it as a print on demand kind of thing. So here it is. So how would you do this? You could search this book. Oh, look, you could search Dower and see if we can find it. Oh, look, it's all over the place. So I didn't even have to page through. You could page through. Well, I can't do it now because I'm in this view, but you really want to bookmark this page because this is a place that you will return often. So if I were to click on this button down here and say turn on the thumbnail view, we could actually scroll ahead and go, all right, let's go and see if we can find the D's. Went too far. Okay, so here is a variety of dower, and we can get the general definition right here. This is the 1891 version of Black's Law, and I highly recommend that you bookmark it, and so you can have this reference material. But basically it says a provision of the law that makes for a widow out of the lands of tenements of her husband, for her support and nurture of her children. And so, yeah, dower is an estate for the life of the widow in certain portion of the following real estate of her husband, to which she has not relinquished her right, that's the dower right, during the marriage. Okay, so, I mean, I could talk about this all day long, but that is a quick and dirty way you can learn some of those terms. Now, I am not a lawyer, but the legal genealogist is, so I highly recommend that you check out her website, and you can find more information about dower rights here. You can search her search button for dower rights. It's always an interesting read over there at the legal genealogist. And with that, you now can go back to your images and transcribe your stuff with a little bit better understanding of what dower rights are, or whatever terminology it is that you're finding in these beautiful old records And so I hope that was helpful. We'll catch you in the next one. How would you feel if you could resolve some of those brick walls in your family tree? Or maybe you're just getting started in genealogy. What if you had the skills to prove your family history, taking you back generation by generation, time and time again? Hi, my name is Connie Knox, and here at the Genealogy TV Academy, I help genealogy enthusiasts like you break down brick walls by learning smart research methods. I help you find the records and I help you get organized so that you can share your family history with your family and future generations. I do this through a monthly membership course. There are two components to this. Now there is the self-guided platform where you can take the courses on your own time. And well, I'm adding one new lesson per month. And then the live Zoom meetings where you can watch a live presentation in the virtual classroom and participate in the discussion after the presentation. Now, if you can't make one of the live sessions, don't worry. All the programs are recorded and are added in the course platform following the presentation. So, are you ready to learn some new skills to help prove your family history, get organized, and break down some of those brick walls? All right, well, if you want to learn more, hit the Get Start button to learn a little bit more about pricing and how you can get signed up. All right, we'll see you in the virtual classroom.